Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about Halo Infinite.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
And to everyone that know my honest opinion about Halo will. Yeah, there are a lot of reasons to not ever touch that game. So far there really no reason for me to play it, but hey, we got more reasons to hate Halo and I'm here to bring you news, so let's start this video.
And it reads as follows. I honestly don't think I could work on a game that glorifies or fantasizes modern guns. Beta! Call of Duty, Battlefield, Rainbow Six. I've had moments I've struggled with Halo, but the weapons and world is pretty sci-fi, which creates a large enough separation from reality.
I could care less about this guy emotions. The real question is this: why are you even there? If you don't like military games or FPS games in general, then leave. Nobody told you to work on a FPS game in the first place. Like, I'm baffled at this point because he talking about popular games that are successful before they had weirdos like you. To add insult, what make Halo weapons different? Jesus Christ.
This person holds a significant role at 343 Industries, and it highlights the questionable hiring practices at 343.
I am shocked. Shocked! Well, not that shocked.
Let's all be honest, is anyone even surprised about this?
No.
We're talk about a company that insults their player base and then act surprised when they get backlash for it. To add more insult, they hire people who hates Halo. Keep in mind this the very reason why Halo Infinite will not be play on my channel, so don't expect me to play it unless you pay me. That the only way for me to even touch that game.
Since her post raises red flags, it's important to address it, and I encourage others to do the same.
Really?
I mean, when they're never a red flag for this, because these people shouldn't be in the kitchen in the first place. They keep getting higher for some reason, but what make this interesting is the double standards. Microsoft don't want people to be toxic, but put the people who working on Halo to be toxic. The double standards is crazy, but hey, that how you lose money.
Haley was the first to quote this 343 devs post. Let's read what she had to say about it. Unbelievable. This is the current producer on Halo.
Damn.
Why is he allowed to work on it? If you can't differentiate between fiction and reality and get upset by guns in video games and view shooter games, including Halo, as celebrations of firearms, then you have mental issues and shouldn't be involved in developing a shooter game.
Well, if a woman tell you get the hell out kitchen because you suck, that should be tell you something, right? And yes, they hire people who have zero skills and zero knowledge, but somehow they can be put in positions of power and say whatever they want, which shouldn't happen at all, because you're in a work environment. That means reputation does matter a lot, and yes, negative press does hit your wallet.
However, if you have someone who struggles with Halo working on Halo, then its development will struggle, plain and simple. Having someone on the team who has trouble coping with the very game they're working on is going to have a negative impact on its development.
That is true.
True, but that not the case. See, there's something what that word. Yeah, I couldn't think of it on top of my head properly. Forget about it, but let be realistic, people. This person did his research on the game. He know what he got himself into, and now he want to complain about a game that was meant always this way. Like, this crazy to me, because the weak mentality need to stop, because where forget logic doesn't care about your feelings.
If a game upsets you and you know your mental issues are negatively impacting your productivity, you should avoid working on that game out of respect for the franchise and its fans.
Yes, definitely.
I agree, but are they going to do that?
Hell to the no, to the no, 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 no. Hell no, no.
Because we already know this are the people who want to cry about everything. In reality, they are trying to catch the modern audience that doesn't even exist at all. Plus, this company literally abuse their workers so they don't get any sympathy whatsoever. The only real reason they stay afloat is because of Microsoft.
Nick's post was getting flooded with replies and quotes, with many people telling him to step down or saying he shouldn't be involved in the game. Some were also venting their frustrations about the current state of Halo and directing their anger towards 343.
I can't really blame them at all. Why? Because if you constantly mock your own fan base, then the conversation is going to turn sour very fast. Plus, they don't want people who work on game that have trauma in quote, or a game that not appealing to me at all, and ask us to pay $60 on a game when it released. So I'm not seeing a lot of positivity.
Nick might also be sensitive to other themes in video games, like the depiction of murder and death. Is he also upset by these unpleasant themes, but just chose not to mention that? Who knows? Halo heavily features warfare and violence. Maybe guns weren't the only thing he was struggling with. Other objects and concepts related to violence exist in the Halo universe, but where do you draw the line? Oh.
When Halo is not Halo, that they're gold after all, they want to remove everything that makes Halo nothing more and nothing less, and want to be pay a lot of money without putting the time nor effort in the game. Basically what I just described is sanitize hell. If they can ruin Minecraft, they will do it, believing these people are unstable and shouldn't be working.
In agreement. If you don't like guns in video games and it's that bad that it makes you uncomfortable, why work on a first-person military-themed shooter? I don't understand.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you to build a second Krusty Krab right next door to the original?
Money.
Or it was deleted, to which he responded with his reason for deleting it being, because there's a difference between a civil debate and going after a single employee. That's a real person, and regardless of how much I dislike certain handlings of the Halo franchise, I'm not going to leave a tweet up when it starts to get far too toxic.
To put in short word, is a pushover there. You're welcome, because me and him are on a different mindset, because the amount of disrespectful that comes out of their mouth shouldn't be tolerated by anybody. Now for him, he want to keep a good relationship with them. Me am not one of those. Now when he say toxic, does not realize he in the gaming industry, where people are just rude just to be rude. What, let continue.
Problems and voicing thoughts on it, being afraid to speak up and let criticisms be known only shows you're willing to risk keeping problems in order to protect feelings or your own image.
That's true.
I do believe criticism is mandatory in order for a game to be successful, but trying your best to not have a civil conversation, it's weird to me. Not to mention, even if you're shill for the game, you have to admit the game has issues, but by him not allowing people to have a civil criticism is making people more hostile towards them, which that doesn't help his stands, but that my opinion.
The Halo producer may not have explicitly said, "I struggled with Halo because guns harm people in real life," but he alludes to it. Why else would he be uncomfortable with guns if not because of the horrific acts involving them that occur in real life?
Wow.
Will this man need to grow a thick skin? Because unfortunately people are losing their mind. Remember the solar eclipse? People say the world is going to end, which, that not how that work at all. People was robbing stores left and right, until nothing happened, and don't understand what I'm saying. The guy who hate weapons is in that same crowd of people.
I mean, I understand where he's coming from with the uncomfortable feelings surrounding the glorifications or fantasies of modern guns. I think it's very reasonable to feel this way, considering that guns are a sensitive topic due to the amount of gun violence in the last decade.
Okay.
Well, when you give weapons to people who really unstable and don't not check their background, and blaming you at this put. But anyway guys, what did we learn? The people they hire are sensitive. You also got weak people who too scared to criticize a company. So far they're no future in Halo until these people are not working on it anymore.